Hey everyone, welcome back. Man, there's just a crazy amount of news going on in the crypto world and finance in general. It's just unbelievable the amount of news that comes out every day. I was going through news articles and I got to page 3 and I was still on stories that had just dropped an hour ago, and there must have been 20 stories per page. I mean, the news that's coming out is just so much, which is good. So we're going to keep it rolling. Let's jump right into it. Thank you for joining. Today, Coinbase adds Trump's campaign manager to high-profile advisory council. You guys know that Brad Garlinghouse met with Trump before he was elected the 47th president. So you knew that Brad Garlinghouse for XRP, and you knew that Coinbase, being one of the largest trading platforms for ease of use here in the U.S., you knew that there was going to be some kind of alliance or some kind of get-together, and here it is. Coinbase adds Trump's campaign manager. It's a high-profile advisory council. It says crypto exchange giant Coinbase has onboarded President Trump's co-campaign manager, Chris LaCivita, for its global advisory council. The appointment comes a week Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong's meeting with the president. See, Brian Armstrong is meeting along with Brad Garlinghouse. They're both trying to get in and jock for position with the president to reportedly discuss personal appointments. Coinbase has also added former U.S. Senator Kristen Sinema, former president of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Bill Dudley, and Luis Alberto Moreno, a global financial expert, to its high-profile advisory council. You can read the rest of this story if you'd like. Everything gets linked in the description. But yeah, Coinbase is adding to its arsenal of high-profile advisory council members. Very interesting. Tether's USDT is coming to Bitcoin in the Lightning Network. The largest stablecoin is integrating with the Bitcoin network. Tether Paulo Ardoino announced at the Bitcoin conference in El Salvador. Tether, the world's largest stablecoin issuer, is coming to Bitcoin. USDT, the company's dollar-backed stablecoin, will soon be fully functional across both Bitcoin's base layer and the Lightning Network, a Bitcoin scaling network. Tether CEO Paulo Ardoino announced on stage Thursday at a Bitcoin conference in El Salvador. The integration marks a significant milestone for both Tether and Bitcoin, two dominant forces in crypto that had yet to combine forces. At a market capitalization of over $139 billion with a B, USDT is handily the world's top stablecoin, used by hundreds of millions of people worldwide as a secure form of payment, linking traditional finance to the crypto economy. There's the tweet right there. You could read it if you'd like. You can also watch the conference here by going to this link here. So yeah, Tether is joining Bitcoin. That is an interesting one for sure. That's an interesting one for sure. This one right here. Dead Drop Game Studio, which is called Midnight Society, shutting down following Dr. Disrespect's dismissal. One of the greatest gamers of our time, entertainment-wise and skill-wise, Dr. Disrespect, falsely accused. People jumped down the throat because of some allegations that later we found out that there was nothing illegal that happened. And people were quick. And Dr. Disrespect worked with Midnight Society working on this game Dead Drop. And it's just funny how months later, all of a sudden, now they don't have Dr. Disrespect because they dismissed him from his own company, and now they're going under. Can't say you didn't deserve it. It says Midnight Society, the developer behind Dead Drop, confirmed Thursday that it's closing up shop after splitting with its famous co-founder, who is Dr. Disrespect. 7 months after controversial streamer Dr. Disrespect was booted from his own game studio for alleged misconduct, Dead Drop game developer Midnight Society confirmed Thursday that it is shutting down. To be honest, I mean, you got what you deserved. You got what you deserved, man. There's a couple of scumbags in that company, man, and they just mismanage. And that's what happens when you have bad people that are trying to run a company. This is the tweet right here. You could say it says, today we are announcing Midnight Society will be closing its doors after 3 incredible years. There you go. Closing its doors. You can read the rest. Go to the tweet, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's what it is. See ya. Oh, boy. I'm telling you, man. And that's why you got to stop jumping the gun. You got to stop jumping the gun. And the reason why Dead Drop is significant in the crypto world is because they sold NFTs. They sold different weapons, masks, different type of items that you could use in this game. It's almost like it was planned. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. That whole drama, you can look up that whole drama if you want. I'm sure there's videos and articles around there. Kraken restores staking services in U.S. after 2-year hiatus. So Kraken stopped their staking services about 2 years ago, and now they are bringing it back. I'm sure it's because of the new administration in there. They're getting green lighted, and they are bringing it back. It says Kraken was one of the many crypto firms targeted by the Securities and Exchange Commission under former chair Gary Gensler's leadership. Crypto exchange Kraken has resumed staking services for U.S. clients for the first time in nearly 2 years. Customers' ability to stake had been paused since 2023 when the exchange reached a multi-million-dollar settlement with the SEC over the services. Customers in 37 U.S. states will now be able to access staking services for 17 digital assets, including Ethereum, Solana, and Cardano. Kraken was among the first crypto exchanges to provide staking services to customers, which it began offering in 2019. The exchange agreed to stop providing the service in February 2023 as part of a $30 million settlement with the SEC. The return of staking services is another signal of the improved regulatory climate under new SEC leadership in the United States. You could check out the docket if you'd like. But yeah, I mean, listen, Gary Gensler was you know, to put it plainly, he was an asshole. You know, I'm so glad, if anything, that Trump and the administration have turned and changed their tune, and they are so pro-crypto. They are so pro-crypto that it's such a relief to have that type of administration and direction going on. It really is. Really is. Good for Kraken, man. So if you stake on Kraken, you can do so now. Now, I had called this one days ago. SBF, if you don't know what that stands for Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried, who was associated with FTX, you know, the FTX exchange. It says that Bankman-Fried's parents seek pardon from President Trump. SBF's parents, Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried, are reportedly exploring the possibility of putting their son's case before President Trump for clemency. The parents of former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried are reportedly exploring the possibility of a presidential pardon for their son, who was sentenced to 25 years in prison last March. According to a January 30th Bloomberg report citing anonymous sources, Bankman-Fried's parents have already met with lawyers and other figures close to the Trump administration to determine whether clemency was possible. Once considered to be the golden child of crypto, Bankman-Fried's house of cards fell apart in late 2022 when FTX couldn't fulfill customer withdrawals. The exchange collapsed in a matter of days, revealing a business built on fraud, embezzlement, and misuse of customer funds. Bankman-Fried's criminal trial concluded in November 2023, where he was found guilty of 7 charges ranging from wire fraud, securities fraud, and commodities fraud. His sentencing was handed down on March 28th, 2024. So, you know, look, is he going to get it? Is he going to get the pardon for Trump because it's a nonviolent crime? And he was running one of the largest exchanges in crypto at the time. Who knows? Does he deserve to be pardoned? I don't know. Probably not. There's still a lot of people that lost a lot of money. And I'm not sure about those victims and if they got their money back or how they got their money back or if they were just left with nothing or what. I have no idea. But should he have gotten 25 years? That's the thing too. I don't know the details of the case ins and outs, so I don't know if that's too severe or not. But, hey, if somebody wants to investigate it and figure it out, that's up to them. But that's Bankman-Fried's parents pleading to the Trump people for asking for a pardon. This probably comes like that because of the next story, because of Roger Vere's Trump pardon plea. Everybody now is looking to Trump. They see Trump as pardoning the Silk Road guy. Now everybody wants to come to Trump. Roger Vere's coming to Trump. You got Bankman-Fried coming to Trump. This one says lawfare victim or tax evader, Bitcoin Cash advocate. Now listen, I'm really not a fan of Roger Ver, man. I'm not a fan of the shit he pulled with the whole I am Satoshi and claiming he's Satoshi and just lying after lie after lie. And I'm not the biggest Roger Ver fan. Bitcoin Cash advocate Roger Ver has made a public plea to President Trump to commute his tax evasion charges. Early Bitcoin adopter Roger Ver has launched a social media campaign pleading with U.S. President Donald Trump to pardon his tax evasion and mail fraud charges, claiming he is the victim of lawfare, just like recently pardoned Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht. That's what it was, Ulbricht. And Trump himself. Currently awaiting extradition to the U.S., Ver says he faces 109 years behind bars for crimes he says he didn't commit. In his view, U.S. authorities unjustly pursued him. However, crypto proponents appear divided over whether Ver deserves a pardon. Some argue he did commit these crimes and that his character is what makes him worthy of the sheer size of the punishment. Like I said, he's kind of an asshole. No one deserves to spend life in prison for tax evasion, which I agree. One ex-user wrote, but Roger has definitely earned it. Jesus. Oh, my God. Tesla founder Elon Musk feels that Ver's denouncement of his U.S. citizenship makes him unworthy of a pardon, which is also, could be also the case. Roger Ver gave up his U.S. citizenship. No pardon for Ver, he posted on January 26th. In the moments that followed, the Bitcoin Cash founder's odds of a pardon plummeted on prediction markets Polymarket. These people are betting on this is crazy. Since then, Ver has released several videos maintaining his innocence and calling upon Trump to pardon him, creating a fierce divide between his supporters and those who feel Ver's claims are all for show. I just... Does that look like a person who's genuine? He just looks like his hands are placed there. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's the Roger Ver drama. This one I thought was pretty interesting. Is Elon Musk plotting the mother of all blockchains? Musk is said to be exploring public blockchains to curb wasteful government spending and stem fraud and abuse. Will it work? It says Elon Musk, the world's richest person, is said to believe blockchain technology can boost government efficiency. Last week, he reportedly met with the representatives of public blockchains to explore the use of distributed digital ledgers in his new Department of Government Efficiency, aka Doge. Bloomberg claims, though nothing has been announced publicly. So nobody knows. It looks like he wants to explore blockchain for integration into government to help clean up and make the government efficient again. I don't even know if the government was ever efficient, but this is Elon Musk, so that's what he's doing there. Is he going to come out with a blockchain? Who knows? Would everybody flock to it if he did come out with a blockchain? Probably. Justin, European Central Bank president, talks about Bitcoin. So now whenever any major government body speaks of Bitcoin, we're going to be getting news because We want to hear if there's a chance that they are going to integrate it because that's where the big institutional money is going to come from. According to Bloomberg, European Central Bank Christine Lagarde spoke about Bitcoin. Lagarde said Bitcoin will not enter European reserves. I am sure that Bitcoin will not enter the EU reserves. Well, that is up to you. The ECB president said that the general view is that reserves should be liquid, safe, secure, and not disturbed by suspicions of money laundering or other criminal activities. These people, when they tie BTC and Bitcoin to money laundering, it really just grinds my gears. The US dollar is the number one dirty money in the world. Fiat money is the dirtiest money in the world. Why? Because it's untraceable. If I hand you $1 and nobody sees it, guess what? Unless you tell or I tell, nobody knows we exchanged that dollar. When you exchange cryptocurrency, for the most part, unless it's something like Monero, Zcash, Dash, private settings or whatever, it's on a public ledger. It is on a public ledger for everybody to see. It is traceable. They just have to connect it to you, and then it's traceable. Okay? So, you know what, lady? Don't go into BU. Who cares? We don't care about you anyway. DeepSeek AI predicts Litecoin price for the end of 2025. I'm just going to skip all the boringness on this. I'm going to read the first two paragraphs, and then we're going to jump right down to the prediction because this is pretty interesting. Because if this comes true, this is going to change the game. Okay? After a sharp downturn earlier in the week, triggered by the emergence of China's artificial intelligence model DeepSeek, Litecoin has rebounded strongly, surging nearly 17% in the last few hours to trade at $130 at the press time. With Bitcoin also regaining strength following the Federal Reserve's decision to hold interest rates steady, market sentiment has turned bullish once again. So as of right now, $130. And this is what happens when you can, again, click on the news article if you want to read all this with the ETF approval around the corner and all that other good stuff. DeepSeek is saying this, but right here, you ready? Based on all the above factors, the AI model projects a target of $275 for Litecoin at the end of 2025. If open interest continues rising, institutional traders maintain their long bias and ETF speculation gains further traction, Litecoin could sustain its bullish momentum into 2025. This projection aligns closely with technical analysis by Trading Shot, which anticipates a breakout of 255 this year, further strengthening the broader bullish outlook for Litecoin. Imagine a $275 Litecoin. Remember when Litecoin was $10? I do. Good Lord. MicroStrategy is in the news again because they just keep buying more Bitcoin. So now they have articles that are coming out about predicting about how much Bitcoin will MicroStrategy accumulate. Check this out. As of January 27th, MicroStrategy controls 471,107 BTC worth over $46 billion. The company is currently trading at a 75% premium to the underlying value of its holdings. Unbelievable. The company's 21-21 plan aims to raise $21 billion in both debt and equity by 2027 to support Bitcoin purchases. Since announcing the plan in October, MicroStrategy has raised $3 billion in debt and $18 billion in equity, putting it ahead of schedule. Just unbelievable. You ready for this number, though? This is really going to blow your mind. Mizuho estimates that by the end of 2027, MicroStrategy could own 783,000 Bitcoin, assuming a market price of $166,000 per Bitcoin, which would imply a Bitcoin portfolio worth around $130 billion. Insane. MicroStrategy is insane. God bless Michael Saylor, man. He is just crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Grayscale files for XRP ETF with the New York Stock Exchange as institutional demand rises. XRP Army, get your hats out. Grayscale has filed an application with the SEC to convert its XRP trust into an exchange-traded fund on the New York Stock Exchange ARCA, joining other asset managers seeking to launch XRP investment products. According to the filing, the Grayscale XRP Trust currently manages approximately $16.1 million in assets and operates as a Delaware statutory trust. We all know that XRP, the ETF's coming. We all know it's coming, especially with the stable coin, right? What is it? RLUSD. XRP's ETF's coming. Ethereum's ETF is coming. Litecoin ETF is coming. This should not shock you. This should not shock you. Now, what this is going to do to the XRP price? Man, that is another question. That is another question. Is a $10 XRP possible? I think so. I do think so. When it'll happen, nobody knows. Nobody knows. But yeah, Grayscale, no surprise, Grayscale is filing its XRP ETF. And it's funny because it's taking its XRP trust and now it's converting it into an ETF. So we'll see what happens with that. The market is up for once, all green for the most part, except for a lot of the meme coins are down. Pudgy Penguin's down, Trump coin down, Ton, Town, Dog Whiff Hat down. Maker is down, Move is down, Tau is down, FTN is down. But everything else is up. Litecoin's up 12%. Jasmy up 29%. OM or OM is up 17%. Hype, Dex, 16 and 30% respectively. A lot of green, a lot of green, a lot of green. So, yeah, that's going to do it, guys. I appreciate you guys checking out this news video today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be certainly seeing you on the next one. See ya.